At Dubai Airport, Flight Kingdom 29 is about to take off on a 7-hour journey to Heathrow in London. Captain Robin Allen and First Officer Anna Kovac will helm the plane. But as we will soon learn, not for long. The boarding process is almost over. Just a couple of passengers are left to join the others. One of them is Sam Nelson, our protagonist who walks in with no bags. He barely makes it, although the other passenger, Alec, does not get there in time. Sam encourages the airline official to let him through, and Alec boards the flight with Sam. Little does Sam know that Alex has brought with him a duffel bag that will decide the future of the 200 passengers on board Flight 29. Divya, Colette, and Arthur make up the cabin crew for in-flight services. As is the norm, we see some bickering between passengers, including Kate Miller and Susie over the issue of allocated luggage space in the cabin. The plot kicks into life when Naomi, who is traveling with her friends Mona and Casey, finds a bullet in the washroom. She informs an elderly gentleman, Terry, about it. Terry had been helping her with her luggage. In reality, he is one of the 5 hijackers on the plane. He takes the bullet from Naomi and assures her he will take it to the cabin crew. He instead takes it to the leader of the pack, Stuart, who is sitting in first class. Sam notices them and instantly realizes something is wrong. They have an argument about what to do next. While Terry believes they should move their plan forward, Stuart wants them to wait. He asks Terry to tell the girls that he handled the situation, which he does. But Mona is suspicious and calls a crew member. Arthur answers her call, but he is clueless about the bullet. We turn our attention to the ground briefly. Sam was married to Marcia, who now lives with their son Kai. She is currently dating Detective Inspector Daniel O'Farrell, but Kai does not approve of their relationship. At the airport, we see Neela, a staff member at the security gate, rush home as her husband Sunil tells her it is an emergency. Shortly after, Arthur is called by Mona as the hijackers spring into action. Stuart, Terry, Jamie, and Jaden take their guns out. They instruct everyone to be seated and hand over their mobile phones. Arthur tries to warn Anna and Robin, but Jamie stops him. Sam successfully talks 2 other passengers out of a plan to attack the hijackers. It would have only led to someone seriously getting injured. The group knows the personal details of Captain Robin. The cockpit crew is instructed not to give access to hijackers in such a scenario. But Stuart brings Colette to the door and threatens to kill her. He knows that every time Robin and Colette come to Dubai, they sleep together. Anna tries to prevent Robin from opening the door, but he ruthlessly beats her with his bottle. Colette's life is spared by Stuart, who takes control of the cockpit. Robin had previously alerted an air traffic controller of a serious security incident, but he assures the controller nothing is going on with Stuart's command. Sam has cleverly sent a text to Marcia, informing her of something serious happening on the plane, but not revealing that it has been hijacked. She informs Kai and Daniel of this. Neela does not find Sunil or her daughter at home. Sam is a negotiator, or a handler, who is often employed by corporates to do this tricky job. Sam gets up to Stuart without any qualms and, surprisingly, offers his help instead of doing anything heroic. Sam trying to convince Simon and the others that he only means good. All he wants is to get back home to his family. He also tells them that some people on the plane would want to do something heroic. As he is talking, the 2 gentlemen from the previous episode go ahead with their plan. They attack Jaden and overpower him. His gun goes off as it falls, and the attention of the others is brought to the incident. There is chaos for a bit as they cannot find the missing gun. But Sam finds it and hands it over to Stuart in a bid to win his confidence and trust. On the ground, Daniel calls Zara, his former girlfriend, who works in counterterrorism. She promises him she will look into the incident. We also meet a new character in the series who may be pivotal going forward. Her name is Alice, and she is late for work, presumably as an air traffic controller, since she needs to find childcare for her son Bobby. Terry sounds off a warning on the hijackers' behalf. Any more shenanigans like these and someone will get killed. We see Sam handing over a secret slip to Stuart with something on it. The paper reads, "The pilot is a problem." Zara goes through on her promise and asks the British ATC to talk to the Dubai ATC. Only the controller who directly talked to the pilot is restless and scampers for more clarity. He senses something is indeed wrong with Flight 29. Next, he goes to check the security cameras for the time before boarding. The passengers are noticing Sam's interactions with the hijackers. One of the passengers is taken to economy class from first class and tells the others that Sam has aligned himself with the hijackers. Sam convinces Stuart to believe that the pilot, Robin, should be taken away from the cockpit. He puts on an in-flight game and sees an option to chat with the opponent. Now, the interesting bit here is that all the passengers can play that game against each other. So basically, you can choose to send a message to someone in the other seat. Sam sends a request to the seat that Robin has been placed in. They start chatting. The controller in Dubai goes through the footage and notices Neela getting up from her post well before her shift is over. Marcia is furious after Daniel tells her Sam raised a false alarm. He gets into a conversation with Zara thinking about their relationship and the future of his current relationship with Marcia. Robin writes that if he does not respond to the request by Iraqi airspace in the cockpit, they will call the military. When the hijackers hear the requests, Sam gets up and asks Stewart to let Robin answer. Otherwise, the ground control will think the worst of the captain. Sam hurries to get Robin out of his chair, but he refuses to. Sam reminds him that Colette's life is in danger if he doesn't get up, which prompts Robin to answer the call. The situation is diffused. But what is Sam doing here? Before leaving the cockpit, Robin tampers with the degree of the plane's trajectory, but no one notices it. Alice comes to work at the British ATC. When she learns about the false alarm from K-29, she gets suspicious. She asks Simon, her boss, about it. She feels there is something shady going on here, as a passenger was able to call counterterrorism about it before the pilot called it a false alarm. She gets on his case to call the Iraqi ATC, who confirms her suspicion. When the Iraqis share their screen, Alice notices a deviation in the flight's path. Things start to kick up a notch when Michael, Simon's boss, gets involved. This was a plan between Robin and Sam to alert the authorities. A deviation like this means that the plane is compromised. The episode ends with heartbreak as we see the Dubai ATC controller go to Neela's house. He finds Sunil and her dead body and English